Hello and welcome to these pre-recorded classes that are running through January for the first 2 weeks of 2025. Looking forward to showing you an example of the types of exercises I provide through my live Zoom classes, and also that these pre-recorded offerings are here for you to try at any time. There'll be some Pilates, there'll be some power Pilates, and there'll also be call it a pick and mix of various types of exercise classes, some using weights, some using just your body weight, others using some higher paced walking, marching, possibly jumping type of exercise. I would ask that you have just had a think about how you're feeling today, and also just to be aware of the fact that some exercises might not be suitable for you. So if you come across one of those during the class, either step away and have a little extra rest, or substitute it for an exercise that you know you are able to do. And also just be mindful of pushing too hard if you haven't done much recently. Start gradually, build up. The fact that you're here is great, that you've moving, it's all positive. So just pick your level and work accordingly. I will look forward to hearing any feedback that you have, and I'll see you in person very soon. Thank you. Hey, hello, welcome back. This is another set of working with weights, a little bit of cardio, a combination of working to just get our heart rate raised. Probably about 35 to 40 minutes worth, depending. You may decide to pause the video and repeat a section if you feel you want to push yourself a little bit more. So I will go through a bit of a warm-up, a bit of a cool-down. Just make sure that the area that you're working in is clear, that you have got the kit that you need to hand. So dumbbells for, we're going to use some bicep curls, so something you know weight-wise that you can control there, and possibly a chest press, so you can either use weights or a band for that. Also, if you need a drink when you're working out, grab that, and if you get a little bit hot and sweaty, and a towel to hand. So, without further ado, let's get going. We'll start with a warm-up for about 5 minutes. So if you would like to join me, soften your knees, elbows come up, and we'll just start with a little bit of a rotation. Bear with me while I just make sure I've got my watch on, because it's always useful to have an idea when I'm teaching how far we've gone. But also, you know, for you, if you like to record what you've done, it's useful just to see the progress you're making. So all good. So we've got the arms up. Then we're going to change to a tricep extension back, and then change that to a side step. Nice. Just starting to get some movement into the joints. Depending on when you're doing this, you may have had a day already where you've been doing some movement. This is just to mobilise your joints before we start to push them a little bit harder. So this is elbows, and in our feet we've got hips. And we're going to change it now to a hamstring curl, and then we're going to bring the arms down and up with the hamstring curl. That's nice. For a bit of variety, we can take that round on the spot and all the way round one way. And then when we get here, guess what? We go round the other way. Excellent. So just kicking the bottom up towards the heels. Try and think good posture. Okay, drop the arms, and we'll change that back to our step. We're going to bring that step forwards. So forwards for 1 and 2, back for 3 and 4. Add some arms to the side. That's it. Okay, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Good. If you haven't got room, you can still do it on the spot as a side step. Bringing the arms up so they're level with the shoulder. At the moment, just to, no need to bring them over the head. We've just done the overhead bit. Good. So take it forwards, bring it back. If you're really on this, you could change the lead leg. So you come forward off a different leg each time. But you need to just work that out in your brain. I'll leave that one up to you. It's all about movement and just getting going. Excellent. So drop the arms, come to a more static position, adjust a little bit of a squat, bring the arms in front, then push them back. So a little bit of a squat, and then speed that up. If you have music and you want to time this to the beat of a music, then do. I think I've explained in other videos that due to sort of copyright and various other things, if I play music in the background, it might be the video then is voided out or taken down. So I don't play the music so that then you can add to it if you wish. Okay, all good. So what else are we needing to do? Yep, we're going to do on your on the spot just a little bit of a march. So we just get the arms going, knees coming up, and then we're going to go over a bench. 1, 2, 3, over. So imagine you're stepping over an object. 1, 2, 3, lovely. Stepping over, good. And just move the arms with that. Lovely. Okay, just one more each way. Really good. Okay, so we'll change that to arms up, whoops, and back down. That was meant to be a balance, so arms up, back down. So just up on the tiptoes, pushing back down again. Not too clever on my balance tonight, am I? But hey-ho, we just keep pushing on. The more we practice, hopefully, I'll maintain what I've got. Okay. As you can see, I've been out today. I've had my fancy stuff on. I forgot to take it off. Okay, right. We'll do one more where we step forwards, stick your bum out, scoop the arm, and then step forward, stick your bum out, scoop the arm. So, lovely. Oh, just a couple more of those, just to waken up through the hamstring, back line of the body. So you just decide how many of those you feel you can do. Well done. I'm going to do one more on each side, but again, you can pause this if you feel you need more, just to get that moving. Excellent. Okay, well done. So, where are we? Nearly there. So, let's just do a wide stance, touch the floor and stand up. So just working through the inner thighs, really nice, into that standing upright position. Well done. So there we go, that's our 5 minutes. That's gone quickly. That's all good. So what we're going to do, just ignore the beepies for a minute. I'm just going to talk you through the first set. So while I'm doing that, take any layers off if you've got warm. Think about having a sip of drink if you need to. The first section is going to be, so we're doing a chest press. So you can either do that in standing with your weights here, or my preferred option is to be lying down, pushing the chest, pushing the weights overhead. So I'm just going to pick up, so we've picked up the weights, pop them down safely, then you're going to come down and lay on the floor. If you have something such as a step, you could place that so you've got something so you're just a little bit lifted. And then coming down safely, sit onto the edge of the step, lay yourself down, and then work out where your arms are to bring these weights safely. And I would bring them so you're on your elbows, then round, and you're going to chest press up and down. Okay? So when we're working with these weights, you need to make sure that the weight is not challenging you too much, that you're struggling and you're going to hurt yourself, or more importantly, hurt the joint. So maybe start with a weight that's lower and then think, well, actually, I can do another set of those, but I'll do it with a slightly heavier weight. Okay, write it down so you know for next time, so you know which one to grab. Okay, we have got 20 seconds, and then we're going to do a whole set of these, just the chest presses. Getting yourself ready, so if you're laying on the step, feet on the floor, just make sure your head hasn't fallen off the end of the step. 5 seconds to go, so get yourself into position, arms bent, and then up we go. So you're pushing up and down. So I'm breathing out, breathing in. Excellent. So we're just keeping the quality of the movement going. We're going light weights, so we're working to think about building endurance into these muscle fibres. We're not thinking about massive, big, heavy weights to bulk up. So we're just working to start to get the fibres within these muscles out of their comfort zone, but nothing too bad that you can't cope with. So we're looking at doing a lower weight, more repetitions. So we're working well here. 5 seconds to go. When it buzzes, pop your weights down by the side of you safely. Whew. We have 20 seconds left of our rest. And if you're either laying on the floor or on the bench, we're going to do a tabletop position, opposite arm to leg, or if you know that it's more appropriate for you to have one foot on the floor and just work opposite arm to leg, there you go. So that's what we're doing. Choose your level, and just think about working to engage that core, extend the leg back, the leg away and the arm back, making sure the rib cage stays in place. So you'll see this one I'm doing without any weights. So again, you're using body weight resistance, thinking about quality, working down into that core, engaging through the pelvic floor muscles to about 30–40%. We have 10 seconds left. Well done. Remember, you could do this with the other leg up in the air, but I'm demonstrating the single leg. Lovely. So you've got 25 seconds rest. We're going to do another set of chest press, and then we're going to do the other leg. So remember which one you've done, because we'll do the other one in a little while. Oh, so get ready with these weights. When you're working like I've done, I've just raised myself off the floor, you give yourself a bit more range of movement. If you're on the floor, your elbows rest on the floor and you just extend up. So we're off and running again. And as you extend the arms up, you're breathing out, breathing in, just working through the chest. Excellent. So nice breath in, extend the arms out. So just working to stay within this low resistance, high rep mindset, and working to get used to it. So if you're not used to working with weights, this is a good way to start. If you are used to working with weights, then change some of the variables. So maybe have your legs up at tabletop. Excellent. So there's your rest time. So we've got 25 seconds rest. Can you remember which leg you were moving? So I know I'm now moving my right leg and my left arm. So just get yourself into a nice resting position. Make sure that you are stable and supported. Your back is in its neutral position, so you haven't squished into the mat or overextended. Okay, so leg coming up, arm coming up, and then you extend away, return. Thinking about that core placement. So I'm breathing in and then I breathe out. Breathe in and then breathing out. Good. This can be done as a progression, as I said, with the second leg up. So you're working from that harder position, and you could double it if you wish. But look, can you see your back is quite likely to fall away from the mat or the object that you're lying on, and you're not going to gain the benefit. So it's better to come down into a level that you can control for longer. Well done. So we've got 25 seconds rest. Come up off the bit of kit. We're going to do a different exercise now, which is a cardio-based one, which is a march wide, march narrow. If you're into working with steps, I'm just going to move that weight out of the way. You could do, on the side, you could go up, up, down, down, run it down like that. Or you can just, on the spot, march, march. So we're off. We've got 40 seconds. You go wide, narrow. You could jog those, but I'm going to go on the step. Nice. So just working up on top, down to the side. You can change. So you go different leg off. It's great for the brain, that, to coordinate. So, or if you prefer, just the same, then stop, start again, get going. So we've got 10 seconds left. So we're just putting the heart rate up So remember, you can just do this on the floor if you haven't got a step. Yep, so, and rest. Lovely. Well done. Okay, so my next one, excuse me, we're doing a V-sit with a weight. So I'm just going to move my step out of the way so I can get into a seated position. We're going into, as the name suggests, a V-sit. So you can hold by the back of the legs. You just want to make sure that you haven't tucked under and rounded. You're in that V-sit. You could do it just back a little, so one leg out, or you could support both legs, or you could drop the arms by your side, lower the legs a little, working more into the core and resistance through the quads. Good. So just find your balance point where you have got a quality move happening rather than a rushed one. So you could have one hand on, one hand off if you're starting to find ways to build. Lovely. 25 seconds rest. We're going to do another one of those. So have a little breather. Have your drink if you need it. And then we'll do another one. Again, another option is to hold just your feet flat on the floor and sit up and lean back from there. 3 seconds. Are we ready? Let's go. So start your position. You can maybe have your feet in that position so your leg is bent. Then bring one up, lower, other up, lower. Be very precise in your move, holding that balance. Really feel that center engaging. And again, it's about this subtle movement deep within the core, holding that position. 15 seconds to go. So activate that center. I have to admit, holding onto the back of my knees is the best way I can do this. As soon as I take an arm off, I really struggle. It becomes less about my core and more about my quads. So I hold the back of my knees. Wonderful, good. So we've done 2 sets of those, excellent work. We're going to come back up again and do a repeater. So it's like so, yep. And then we'll do that on the other side. If you want light weights, and I mean light, these are ones that you can just handheld. These are only about 1 kilo. Just hold them, and so you're 1 foot in front, 1 behind, bringing that knee up, step back. So you're stepping back, that's good. Again, if you've got some music on, brilliant. Start to enjoy, just building through that move. We've got about 30 seconds left to go. So keeping that knee nicely aligned, getting the arms working. So whatever your focus for doing these kind of exercises is, it might be you have an aim where you're cross-training for something, like running perhaps. This is mimicking the run, or this is just general, getting something going, starting to work with weights if you wish. So just trying to make a difference. Excellent. So whichever leg was moving this time becomes static, and the other one will be the moving one. So 15 seconds rest. This should have started to raise your heart rate a little bit, and then just drop it down a bit so we get a bit of a rest, and then we do another one. Okay, let's go. Oh dear, we've nearly done these. Right, so we're off again. 45 seconds. So up and back. That's good. Well done. So knee comes up in front. Good. And you're pulsing at the same time. You're aware that your core, you've lifted up through the pelvic floor, engaged. Nice. So you're getting that nice repeater movement. If your knee starts to hurt, just come out of position, have a breather, and then join back in again when you're ready. 15 seconds to go. Nice. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well done. Oh, nearly there. Work towards the buzzer. 3 seconds to go. Oh, feel that building in that quad. Feel that building in the glute? Oh yes, lovely. Okay, put these light weights down safely. Catch your breath. Let's see what's next on the agenda. We're coming into side lying. So we're going to come side lying. You do your knees in and back, and then you roll over. Off we go onto your back, and then you come over to the other side. So from face on, we do side lying, touch the knees, come down, straighten, knees again. It's all the way over, knees. So rolling over into that lift. Excellent. So take your time, think about quality of movement. The supporting arm, what's going on with my microphone? Supporting arm stays above the head. Well done. We're going to do another set of those. Whew. If you find that that is no good for you, you can do knees together, rolling from side to side, or you can take them up side to side that way, okay? Excellent. Have a little breather, 2 seconds. Right, so starting in a long side lying position, you touch your knees, you roll. Touch your knees, roll. You can angle them in, roll. Angle in, roll over. Brilliant. Keep going. Starting to feel this build for me into that core, definitely. So remember, you've got the option of side to side or feet up in the air with control. Shoulders are then staying on the ground and you're not twisting so much, okay? So nearly there, 2 seconds. Brilliant, well done. So come up into your standing position again. We have our little cardio one. We're going to do a clap overhead and a side to side like that, yeah? So just make sure you've got room. You're not going to whack your arms onto anything. My arms may disappear above here, but they are still there. Okay, let's go. So a side step, clap the arms. Brilliant. If you've got room, you can do 2 steps if you want to. So from sideways, 2 steps, 2 steps. Being very careful of objects because you can build quite a good bit of momentum with the arms, and it really hurts when you whack them onto something. So I'd rather we didn't. So trying to keep good alignment. You could really, if you wanted to, hold weights, but I would say do it without the weights because you can just really feel that you're working nicely through that shoulder area and you're not overdoing it, not overstraining that shoulder joint. Well done. Whew. Okay, so our next one is pinpoint. So we're going to come to an all fours position. We'll need a single weight again. So just pick that up and pop it down where you want it to be in that all fours position, and then we're going to do extend back. So take your weight, bring it back behind you and return. And you really keep going, you're really focusing on nice, good, clear alignment as you breathe in, breathe out, you're extending that arm back. And it is surprising, even on a light weight, how much you feel that in your core. If that's too strong for your wrists, bring it down onto the elbow and work in that bent arm position. 8 seconds to go. And then yes, we will do the other side. Great work. Keep that good alignment. Brilliant. 25 seconds rest. We come around and do the other side. Just catch your breath. The rest bits are as important as the working bits. So remember that. And just keep in mind the good quality basic moves set up, shoulder placement, as well as the movement through the arm. Okay, get ready. In our all fours position, take your weight and bring it back. So obviously you've got a weight there. You want something that's going to challenge you. So it's not a silly heavy weight. You shouldn't be struggling, but equally, you don't want to be doing something that's not really just moving your arm about like this. So unless you're recovering from injury, most of us can cope with a weight that you just practice. So maybe the first time you do it, you pick a weight and you do it with control. Don't be tempted to build it up and use the momentum. You're using your weight with good control. Nice. So have a little breather. Pop your weight to one side, out of your way. We've got another cardio move coming up, which is either going to be running on the spot, or if you have a step, you can step up. So you can run up onto your step and down, or march up. So let's go. So you can do a march up and down on your step, or a run up and run up. So it's up to you. Or if you don't have a step, you just run on the spot, or thinking about maybe 2 steps, touch the floor, or run forward and back. Okay? So you can jump up, good. The jumping up is good, particularly for your loading through that joint. So if you want to work on that kind of skill to build up through the knee joint, it's quite a good one to do. Nice. So you're getting that rebound. Well done. Brilliant. We're going to rest and do another one of those. So 25 seconds, we do another one. How are we doing? Oh yeah. See, time flies when we're having fun. Hey. So keep it going. Hang on to your breathing and your good posture. Okay, get ready. So up, change, up, change, up, change, up, change. On the floor, you are up, change, up, change, up, yeah? So it's a bit like a hop. So you're up, change, up. So just jump up, make sure your foot lands on the step or whatever you're jumping up onto. So if by any chance you're watching this in the gym and you're deciding that you want to do a little bit of jumping up onto the plyo boxes that they have at the gym, then do. Bring the arms into the move. Realise my head is disappearing off the top of the screen, but hey, the rest of me is still here. Brilliant, well done. So catch your breath. I'm going to put my step out the way again. Just bring my heart rate back. What are we doing next? Okay, we're going to grab something to do a bicep curl. So you can either get your dumbbells and hold them, bend your knees to pick them up, remember? Bring them into the side of the body so you can lower and lift. So there's your timer, we're off and running. So you curl up and then lower back down nice and slowly. I'm going to just pick up my barbell because I've just got a slightly heavy weight on there. So I'm picking that up, round I come. Just want to try, for me, just a couple with good control. So breath out, breath in, nice and slow lowering. So from the side, breath out and slow lower back down. Last one. Oh, there's the bell. So then put down whatever you're working, have your 25 seconds rest, then we'll do it again. So something you could think about, I've just done a heavier weight for me there. I could pick up my lighter weights now and do a set with the lighter weights, which is called a drop set. So I did about 4 or 5 repetitions there. Let's get ready. Good. So with a slightly lighter weight, I'm still not rushing because that lowering down slowly also is a good way of working. But maybe I can do a few more repetitions now because the weights are slightly lighter. So I've taken the muscle to what they call the fatigue point, but then give it a quick rest and lower down. So I've now done, I think, 2 more repetitions than I did last time, still with good quality, but it's just pushing a little bit of the boundaries to build the endurance into the muscle fibres. Excellent. No idea how much longer we've got on the clock, but we'll keep going. Brilliant. Have a little rest, put your weights down safely. So remember, whenever you're moving them, bend your knees, control that movement. So it shouldn't be a, okay. That said, if the weight is too heavy, drop it. Don't try and hang on to it and damage yourself, just drop it. Okay, so where are we next? We're coming into all fours. We're doing a leg pull. So in this all fours position, your knees are coming up off the floor, and then in that position, back down again. So take a moment to breathe in, breathe out, knees come up off the floor, place back down again. And as you do that, you are using the muscles in your back, in your core, and front of your thighs. You could hold that position, lift a leg in each position, then come down again. So lift, 1 leg, 2 leg, back down again. 9 seconds. So just lift and hover. It's not a very far. You don't need to come right up in the air. Just keep the knees hovered over the floor. Well done. Good. Have a little breather. Sit yourself back. We're going to do a modified, well, we're going to do a version of a plank, but up on the elbows, and we're going to do a V plank, I call it. So you come from your start position, either straight or bent legged, and then we're going to push up and then drop back down. So it's a V shape, okay? So you go up to a V, slowly lower down, and again, breath out, then breath in as you relax. Same thing, breath out, breath in. Good. Keep that going. Again, revisit if you need to rest. You can also do it off a kneeling position. Lift your bum up, bring your knees back down. So you still get that upward movement. Nearly there. No idea how long we've got, but we'll keep going until it pings. We've got 3 seconds. Can you do 1 more repetition? Oh, lovely. Well done. So little stretch out. Well done. So we're going to come back up again, nice and slow, carefully controlled. Have a quick breather. Oh. And then we're doing a hamstring curl, but moving the hamstring curl forwards. Okay, so here we go. So it's hamstring curl, hamstring curl, hamstring curl, and back. Yep. Now you could do that with a jump, a jump, a jump, and back. So again, we're looking at this plyo work, this plyometrics, so jump forward, back, back, back. Or you could just do it with a jump, like so. Good. Taking you back to aerobics days. If you'd like to do aerobics classes back in the day. So you could slow that, so it's a jump, 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 jump. So again, working on that landing for building strength. If you have knee issues, be careful with these. You might be better just stepping them. Oh, brilliant. Quick breather. And we do it again. Nice. So you see here the heart rate gone up. We're nearly there. So just do 1 or 2 more of those. All good. So catch your breath. You almost recover. And then we go again. So here we go. So forwards, forwards, and back, and back. So that's your base move, or you could jump it and jump like that, if you wish. Or even more, you could jump, 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 jump. So it's more like a hop from side to side. Again, decide where you feel that you can cope. But these landing moves where you're loading your joints, as long as you're careful with them, are very good to build strength and resilience through your joints, particularly if you're active and you want to be doing running or other kinds of exercise. It's good to build strength like this, but in a controlled environment. Well done, brilliant. So let's just go into a little side move, and then we're going to go, excuse me, to the side. So we're going tap and tap. So I'm going step, touch, side step, side step. That's good. If it's too dancey for you, just go from side to side. Okay, but I quite like that tap and tap, that's it. So you can bring something in. We're slowly bringing that down. So now we do it without the arms, just a smaller move, starting to just bring that breathing rate back down into a little bit of normality, whatever that might be. Okay, change that. So we do 1, 2, 3, back. 1, 2, 3, and back. Nice. 1, 2, 3, step back. 1, 2, 3, step back. Excellent. So well done. You've shown up today. You've done your exercise. Remember, if you thought, well, I quite enjoyed that, I want to do a bit more, you can always rewind, or you can pause, repeat a certain exercise. So here, we're just going to come and hold in a calf stretch to begin with. So one feet facing the same direction. Quick breath. Bring your hands behind you, elbows stretched, and lean forwards. Keep your head in line. So you're just stretching through the top of the chest. Nice breath in. Okay, from there, step that back foot in, lift the heel, sit down, and then put the heel onto the floor and tuck the hip under. And you can feel that just go a little bit deeper into the calf. Whew. Heart rate starting to come down a little bit for me. Swap it over. So you change and go into your calf stretch. This time, take one hand down the middle of your back into a tricep stretch. Think about where you're breathing. Nice and steady. So your breathing rate should start to come down now. Your heart rate should start to come down. Okay, we're going to go into that other version. So you step that back foot in, tuck that back leg under, you sit down and feel that stretch into your calf. So you just play around with the position until you feel that stretch into the deeper part of the soleus. So it might be that you need to come in a little bit more, tuck under, feel that stretch, and then you're also just doing that tricep as well. Excellent. Okay, go into a side position, soften the knee, whoops, and just lean forwards, but from sideways on. Can you see I've hinged forward, so I'm not putting my back into a rounded position. I'm trying to maintain my neutral position. And you're just stretching through that inner thigh here. If you can reach the floor, brilliant. If not, just hand onto a knee. Feel that stretch. So well done. As I said, if you feel that you've enjoyed that, but it's not quite enough, rewind, repeat. Equally, well done. If you've showed up today, if it's the first time of doing it, really well done. I do a class live on a Monday morning that's very similar to this sort of format, if you feel like joining us on Zoom. I will also possibly be doing one on a Wednesday evening, just depending on numbers and interest. Okay, from there, just take one leg out in front, bend the back knee, stick your bum out, stretch through the back line through into your hamstrings. Feel that stretch, feel the breath. Whew. Just enjoying that. And then change over, so you do the same, straighten the front leg, get that stretch happening into the back of your hamstring and your calf. Oh. So my heart rate's starting to come down a bit now, which is great. Good move. Whew. Okay, and then just come up into a standing position, take the arms above your head, lean over. If it's too much to do it with the arms over the head, bring the arms, keep them by the side. So into that position, whichever. Okay, so you could go from a stretched position, lean over, or with the arms by your side. And just decide how many you want to do each way. Really good. Nice work. Excellent work. So thank you for joining me. This one will be on my new YouTube channel. I should start to say, if you do like watching these videos, if you could like the video, that helps me. And also if you could just subscribe to the channel. As I build my numbers, then it means I've got a bigger following, and you know, we start to include more people who are enjoying exercise. So if it's your first time, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in another one.